the first challenge, our athletes will compete head-to-head using more than muscles alone.
We're going to be on some bikes, and not just any bike. These bikes have got a battery powered and they look pretty cool. They look like some funky assault machine.
To the average person, a bicycle doesn't incite much of an adrenaline rush, but hidden underneath the hood of these military-grade e-bikes is a 4-kilowatt battery. That can propel these vehicles to up to 100 kilometers an hour. Each team will field 3 members who must ride the bikes a kilometre down the shore and back before handing it off to a teammate. The team with the fastest combined time wins the race. The arena for this awesome challenge is a combination of sand, water and mud. It's the perfect setting to explore your primal side.
I'm really looking forward to getting on those and really giving it a scoot along the beach.
Yes, we have here the throttle.
The technical engineer carefully walks each athlete through the technicalities.
These bikes are used for the army, for the rougher terrain.
You know, in this challenge to date, everything has been about physical strength, strategy, etc. So it was very nice to get the technology involved.
It was kind of a friendly challenge, but, you know, with us, nothing is friendly. Everything was just balls to the wall and we were going to win.
First up are Dwayne from South Africa, Rudy from Team Belgium, and Gary from Team Australia. The rules are as simple as the e-bikes are fast. Once you cross the start line and the clock starts ticking, at that point, it's every man and woman for themselves.
In 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off. Of course, the technology may be pretty, but getting them moving, well, is not quite so pretty. Then again, Dwayne, a competitive mountain biker in his own right, quickly gets the hang of things and gets off to a flyer.
I've spent a great deal on my machine at home to get it race spec and get it light and get it just mechanically sound and just make me as fast as possible. And to come to a bike of that caliber, but on steroids, this machine was fast.
To ensure the athlete's safety and to keep the bikes in one piece, they have programmed the electric motors to max out at 50 kilometers an hour. Dwayne is the first to reach the halfway point, with Gary close behind.
It was just absolutely brutal. I mean, every boy's dream. What else could you want? This was a machine.
Dwayne finishes first, followed by Gary and Rudy. And because the clock started ticking at different moments for each athlete, the differences at the finish line aren't as big as they appear.
I didn't know what to expect and I was actually blown away. They were pretty exciting. They've got a bit of weight in them because they obviously carry a lot of battery power.
Wayne would have been a shoo-in to start this race, but while he's holed up in hospital, the Australians appoint Gary to race a second time. His legs may be tired, but he'll have the advantage of already knowing how to handle the bike. He's up against Team Belgium's Papa, Bart, and South Africa's Terence.
Once you get on them and you release the brakes, let the throttle go, off she goes. In the soft sand, it takes a little bit of time to grip, but it actually moved through there really well, and on the hard sand, it just flew along the beach.
Belgium and Australia could really use a win here to move up in the standings and gain ground on the South Africans. With their commanding lead, South Africa are in a pretty safe place, but that doesn't stop them from going flat out.
It's not a bicycle, it's not a motorbike, it's something in between. You got the pedaling, you got the accelerator. It's hard to explain. It's an incredible experience.
South Africa are once again in the lead. Gary finishes the second leg last, but not all is lost. The winning team must have the fastest combined time. All it takes is one spill to turn the challenge on its head.
I just caught a tree. It was a race.
It was in his way.
There was a tree in my way, so I took it out.
In the final round, Australia's Robin Ann will take on South Africa's Victor and Belgium's Sander.
It's really fun, it's nice.
3.
We got a lot of gears.
It's
go very fast. Like, it's a little bit of dangerous on the sand, but when you know how it works, it's pretty fun. Yeah.
While the boys race off, Robin Ann seems less than eager to begin. Sander seems completely at ease, cruising 50 kilometers an hour down the beach and charging towards the halfway point.
It's pretty strong, but it's heavy, but you got a lot of power in it.
It's going then, it's going.
Even though none of the athletes have ever ridden a bike quite like this, they catch on quickly. Sander in particular seems to be enjoying his ride, but Victor is in hot pursuit. Robin Ann is clearly struggling with her bike. Sander finishes a strong first, with Victor a full 10 seconds behind him. Knowing defeat when she sees it, Robin Ann plays the last few meters safe by jogging her bike across the line.
I'm not happy. That's not what I was expecting, but it's UFC.
And the UFC can be ruthless when it hands out the points. Team Australia can expect no sympathy from the clock.
Third place is Australia.
Unsurprisingly, the Aussies finished last, but remain optimistic as ever.
Riding the bikes today, had a blast. It was a heap of fun.
The winner, average score of 1 minute and 20 seconds, South Africa.
We owned it. We absolutely owned this competition. And it's only just recently come out and we had read about this, you know, and to actually get the opportunity to ride it. They were phenomenal. It was just amazing, absolutely amazing.
While the Belgians finished just 4 seconds behind the South Africans, second is still second. After today's first challenge, South Africa continue to sit atop the standings, followed by Belgium and Australia. But if there are any athletes who think they can spend the day reliving the adrenaline rush from the e-bikes, they're in for a big surprise. The day may be over, but here comes the night.